To be up against the rocks. There we go. Another red ear. Funny, it's kind of subtle differences, but I can see them on the, the fast just rising up through the air. I'm close. If I'm not there, I'm close to having the most red ears and personal best red ears in a day. Oh, okay, all right. So red ears put up a nice fight. That guy fought much stronger than his size would indicate. Just like that one I thought was a bass. The profile there, that's close to what I wanted. Profile helped trick me, but also he was fighting really hard. Oh, this one's a little tougher to identify, but I think it is another red ear. It is. Look at that. It's a long sloping head. Definitely getting a lot of pictures in today. Find the tail. There you go. Wow. Again, this is just, one of so many places I just find by looking on a map, looking on Google Earth, and finding those little blue lines, little blue dots, and then trying to find where there's any kind of parking lot or roadside access. Oh, that was a friggin' strip. Roadside access where I can legally park. And that close, that could be a green sunfish. That's what I'd like to see come out of here. Might be a little, not quite muddy enough to see one. And who knows, that could be some sort of minnow down there too. Light as it's biting. But it's most likely just a little bluegill. Whatever it is, it's kicking my butt. But there it is. No, I don't think this was what it was. This is a big red ear. I'm definitely over my red ear personal best in a day. I'll have to look. Really? Because don't we have this figured out yet, guys? We're just taking pictures. You're in no danger. Grapevine down there in the water must be just horrible. Oh, just a little quick on me. The bigger they are here, the red ear cheeks are actually a little reminiscent of pumpkin seed with all those spots. I'm only before today. You see that? He's coming after my... Oh, it's a big gar. He's going right at my worm. You gotta be kidding me. Take it. That thing's like 2 feet long. Take it, man. I don't know if I can catch him on that little wire hook. Wow. That's exciting. He's huge. Oh, there's another one. Right there. Wow, I bet they might be interested in the white spinner. Yeah, he's following it. How's a fish that big come up and just nibble on a worm like that? Yeah, it's too bad I don't have my full set of gear. I could catch one of these little tiny sunfish. There he is, just like a freaking log in the water, man. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's freaking cool. Yeah, if I had all my poles, and maybe I'll come back here with them, catch one of these little bluegills, put them on a hook, put it out there. Gar would definitely take it. Oh, there's a little action. That was the lightest bite I've gotten all day from that 2 foot long gar. I really thought I had it. I mean, I really thought he was going to commit. Take it. This does not connect to water that has shoal bass, so that would not be on the... this is not part of the Chattahoochee chain. Oh, look at the smallness of that suckahachi. What kind is it? It's a bluey. Very small. Beautiful, though, huh? I mean, so pristine. So little. And yet so aggressive. I mean, he took that down. Hopefully you could see it. And another one. This one. Yep, another bluey. No, well, let's see. It's not a bluegill. Not sure what that is. That's looks like a hybrid to me. Which hybridization happens quite often. Looks like a bluegill crossed with a what do you call it? What I just caught. I cannot stop calling it mud bass from my upbringing. Green sunfish. I've caught a number of sunfish hybrids. You know, I mean, joke, really easy joke, being that it's, you know, an urban area. You know, I mean, it looks more like a green sunfish than anything else, but it's not. It's really tough to tell. And it's not necessarily that, I mean, you've seen, like, the green sunfish, as small as green sunfish get, they look exactly like a green sunfish, and so do most sunfish. So when they're, you know, presenting with, if they're showing, you know, physical characteristics of multiple species, characteristics that don't, you know, characteristics that are mutually exclusive as far as the species go, then you're almost certainly got a hybrid. You've almost certainly got a hybrid. This one is a little more obviously a red ear. As I say that, I'm not actually sure. Actually, this looks like the exact same fish. Oh, there goes my... I don't need a panoramic of this little guy. Whoop. Yeah, again, he's got a green sunfish head and mouth. How's my hook turned here? There we go. Green sunfish head and mouth. Looks more like a red ear body, not a hint of red on his gill flap. Doesn't have any of the fin markings of a green sunfish. All right, well, bizarre, man. It's one of the really cool things about microfishing, though. When you microfish, you usually fish places that have very small water, like this. Really small fish in this little pocket here. I'll give it one more shot and move on to something else. They have very skinny water, very limited spots to reproduce, and very limited, you know, potential partners. Well, I mean, you get a lot of hybridization. And I don't think it's as much the partners as it is the area, because, you know, little creeks like this have very few, relative to a lake, a deep river, ocean, very few spots that where you have, you know, spawning waters, where you can make a nest and hold some eggs. And all the fish are going to gravitate to it, fight over them, and then, you know, the ones you don't get it will get the secondary, the crappy spots that are not very hospitable. And so when you have multiple fish, like I saw bass and bass, redbreast, sunfish, and bluegills all fighting over a bed in this creek earlier this year, and you know, they were running each other off, but not completely. So most likely, you know, you're gonna have female spilling milt, and or no, that's the male. Duh. The female spilling eggs and the male spilling milt catch on the current. There it goes. You know, it's not always going to find the right egg. And you have multiple species sharing the same nest, or sharing, you know, co-located nests where there's a lot of current. You're going to get hybridization a lot more often than anywhere else. Pound end hybridization rant, or whatever you would call it. There goes something. It's big bluey. Oh, it's got spots like a spotted sunfish. Really nice coloring. Very nice. Nice yellow belly, gold belly. Oh, stop. There we go. All right. Hopefully this will just be a fishing video, not a safety video. It's pretty sturdy there. All right. Okay, I'm gonna get those main rocks there. Except off that tree, I would have just fallen backwards into the water. Alright. And here is where a bass, other predatory fish, would sit, wait for bait, come over those falls. There it is, little bluey. All right. Oh, it's visible. It'd have to be pretty brazen. All right, love the little bluey. Yeah, I'm gonna put this away for now.